Dear students, since we have done with the portion, we are getting into revision mode now. Let us start with the first poem. I will be discussing with you the summary and the important questions. Those will be coming, or till now they have appeared for the previous exams. So please look into these questions carefully and study them. They will be very helpful to you in the point of examination. And one more questions I have dealt with in your Google Forms. Please make a study of them and prepare yourself for the upcoming exam. Romeo and Juliet revision questions. Okay, now I will be going through the summary of the poem, which will be helping you to answer the questions. Romeo, though uninvited, makes his presence at the grand supper hosted by old Lord Capulet just to meet Rosaline. So you have already know that Romeo had fallen in love with Rosaline and not with Juliet earlier. Romeo had loved Rosaline, but Rosaline had not loved Romeo. That was one-sided love, but his true love was for Juliet. He finds Juliet so attractive on the dance floor that he is overwhelmed with strong emotions. Now when he comes for supper, there he sees Juliet dancing in the party. ಓಕೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅವಳ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಗೆ ಅವನು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲವ್ ವಿತ್ ಹರ್. He wonders if her beauty teaches the torches to burn bright. He follows his explanation with two lovely comparisons. Juliet's beauty is compared to that of a jewel that shines bright in an Ethiop's ear, which is too expensive and very rare to find on earth. So Juliet's beauty is compared to the jewel that shines bright in the Ethiop's ear. In the same way as earrings shine, the jewel shines in the ears of Ethiopia's African women, so too the beauty of Juliet shines bright in the night. She is also compared to a snowy dove seen in the company of crows. So Romeo here compares all the other women, other ladies as the crows, and he compares the beauty of Juliet to a snowy dove. The contrasting imagery used in earlier context highlights the sparkling beauty of Juliet. So all these comparisons are used in order to highlight the beauty of Juliet. Romeo wishes to meet her once the dance is over and wants to shake hands with her in order to make his rude hand blessed. So he waits when this dance party will be over so that he can go and shake hand with Juliet. So with the handshake, what will happen to Romeo? His hand will be blessed. At this instance, he is struck by the feeling if he ever loved for her beauty and her presence had blinded him. So then he realizes that till then he had not fallen in love with any woman like her. So he wants to forget all that he has seen in the past under the glowing beauty of Juliet. Thus Romeo expresses admiration for Juliet's beauty. Now this is the admiration of Juliet, of Romeo, of Juliet's beauty. Now we are moving into second part of the poem, that is Juliet waiting for Romeo to meet him. Juliet invites night for Romeo can only be seen then. Okay, she wants Romeo to come and visit her at night because they were enemies and not supposed to meet during the day. She is attracted to his charming aspect, so she compares him to day in night. And Juliet is very happy and very eager to meet Romeo. And she says that Romeo is like a night in the day in the bright night, like a day in the dark night. He looks whiter than new snow on a raven's back. She also compares his beauty to a dewdrop on the back of the raven. Juliet praises Knight with sweet words, so that Knight brings Juliet her charming hero Romeo. She asks Knight to cut him into little stars if she should die. So now Juliet is not with Romeo, only Knight is with him. So she asks if at all she dies before meeting Romeo, to cut him into, she asks the knight to cut Romeo into little pieces of stars and place them on the sky. With this appeal, she wishes to immortalize her love for him. She is sure that the starlit sky then glows even richer than the shining beauty of the day. The world then starts admiring the beauty of night and stops glorifying the bright day. This is how Juliet is also full of praise and fascination for Romeo. In the first part, Romeo is fascinated by the beauty of Juliet, and in the second part, Juliet is expressing his love for Romeo. So, thus, both are attracted to the beauty of each other and they are in love with each other. Now, the main questions I will be going to discuss. How does Romeo glorify Juliet's beauty? Romeo was fascinated by Juliet's beauty. He praises her beauty with many similes. He is using many similes. ಅಲಂಕಾರವನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ಅವಳ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನು ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ರೋಮಿಯೋ. He says that she teaches torches to burn bright. He feels the light in Lord Caplet's house is dim in comparison to Juliet's beauty. So he says that he feels that even the light in the palace is dim with comparison to Juliet's beauty. She seems to hang upon the cheek of night, and he compares her to a jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Her beauty is too rich for use and for earth too dear. He compares her to a white dove among crows. He says he would make his hand blessed by touching her. Romeo asks if his heart had loved till then. He says that he had not seen true beauty till that night. So this will be the answer for the 4-mark questions. 4-mark question this will be, and the answer this much you should write the answer. Please look carefully into the answer, and this question has been repeatedly asked for the exams. We are moving into the second question. How is Romeo mesmerized by the beauty of Juliet at first sight? Same question twisted. Romeo gets fascinated by the first sight of Juliet. The overwhelming beauty of Juliet makes Romeo fall in love with her. He feels a dearth of words and images to glorify her beauty. Romeo feels that Juliet's beauty teaches the torches to burn brighter. Romeo compares her to a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Her beauty was too rich for use, for earth too dear. Romeo compares other women to crows. Okay, that is not crown, that is crows. Juliet looks like a lady. Romeo wants to make his hand blessed after touching her. He feels he had never seen true beauty till that night. So that will be the answer. I am not going to explain to you because already I have explained to you the summary of the lesson, summary of the poem. You already know and understand. So I am not going to explain each and every question answer. If there is anything new, that I am going to explain to you. Romeo claims to have never seen true beauty till he saw Juliet. How does he justify his statement? Here Romeo says that before seeing Juliet he has not seen any real beauty. Okay, ನಿಜವಾದ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅವನು ಜೂಲಿಯೆಟ್ನ ನೋಡುವುದ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ he is speaking, he is saying or he is describing the beauty of Juliet. Let us justify the statement whether it is true or false. Whether he is saying is true that he had not seen any other beauty more than Juliet. Romeo glorifies Juliet's beauty and compares her beauty to various things. He compares Juliet's beauty to the torches that burn in Lord Caplet's house, which are dim, and she teaches them to burn brighter. She hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. He compares her to a snowy dove amidst a troop of crows. Romeo wants to touch Juliet with his rude hand and make himself blessed. He says his heart had never felt true love till that night, and he forswears it on sight that he had never seen true beauty till that night. Next, how did Romeo express his love for Juliet? Till now, how Romeo expressed the beauty of Juliet. Now, how Romeo expresses his love for Juliet is not about beauty, his love for Juliet. Romeo praises Juliet's beauty with many similes. Again, he has fallen in love with her beauty itself. Love means his love for her beauty. He compares her beauty to a rich well in an Ethiopia. Her beauty is too rich for use and expensive on the earth. Then he compares her as a white as snowy dove, which differs from the crows. In the opening lines, he exaggerates that Juliet's beauty surpasses the brightness of light. Exaggerating is making it big. Even the small thing, you are making it a big thing, making a mountain out of it, we say. So, he is exaggerating and saying that even the torches have to learn from Juliet how to burn bright. Torches itself are very bright, but he is here exaggerating. His comparison shows his passion and excessive possessiveness towards Juliet. Here, this shows that he is very very passionate. He has fallen in love with her passionately, and excess possessiveness. Possessive ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ Julietನ beautyಗೆ. Juliet ends the names Romeo and Juliet are immortal in the world. So these are the main questions till now appeared for examination. You also can look into how Juliet waits for Romeo. That also is an important question. The second part deals with it. We have already dealt with all these question answers in the earlier part of the video. All the question answers, those who are there in the exercise, those are given, already dealt with those question answers. So please make a study of these question answers and be prepared for the examination.